JT, are you ready for a good day?
I'm ready for a great day.
It's not gonna be a good day though, because it's like 45, 50 degrees. It's freezing cold. It's June 9th, and it should be 90 and not, I can't complain. At least we're not in a massive drought. It's like trying to drizzle and trying to not. Our ground is very marginal of us being able to go, but it's sand and it's June 9th, so I'm just gonna send it. But JT and I just got to the field. We probably could have been here a while ago, but then again, it's wet, so we're not too ambitious.
Why are you coming here?
Because I know you're not gonna check your oil, you're just gonna start your tractor.
Oh, you are spot on.
Here, let me educate you. You grab your screwdriver, you take it, you put it in this little hole, and that pops up. And then you grab the dipstick, which is what you are, and you look at the oil. There's a check mark there and an X. You want it close to that check mark.
Looks good.
Yep. And then you walk around the tractor and you look at this sight glass.
It's full cold.
And you look at, as long as there's oil in there, you can just kind of call it goodish. If the cylinders are folded up that are unfolded, that takes a lot of oil, and that'll mess with that level, because you could probably fit a bucket in those cylinders. It looks like I'm gonna have to do this headland. It's pretty muddy. Hey, a worm. That's good. There's a worm there. That is some sandy soil, but a lot of moisture in it too. I did not think that through, guys. I don't know if that's gonna be enough fuel for today, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, cool. This screwdriver doesn't fit in the hole to check my oil, and I really need to check the oil on this, because 2 days ago I added 2.5 gallons to it. That's not what you call cool potatoes. Oh, I do have a knife in here. How are we doing today? It's at the same place I filled it 2 days ago, so we're good. This thing is kind of, I think we're close to due on an oil change. I think we're at almost 200 hours on it. Yeah, I think I'm like 10 away from 200. That oil also looks good. Here's some of the replant we're doing. I don't know. Some places, like this field, isn't horrible. I probably still have 80,000 population. Some people say that's enough. I don't, especially in sand. But yeah, like there's one that just came out. Here it's cracking, so I'm betting I got this guy down here trying. Yeah, right there he was. It just didn't come out of the ground. They said it was a weak vigor, I think is what he called it. I don't know what the heck that means. I'm not an agronomist or just a stupid farmer. And the seed was so big, it was a recipe for disaster with the cold rain and everything. If you guys haven't watched a few videos ago, we're still out here replanting. Those of you that are confused, we had a variety that flopped because of the cold weather, and it just didn't come out of the ground, plain and simple. So now we're out here putting more seeds down. Okay, all the beeping and everything, that's not good. Please read the air seeder. Okay, let's get through the 7 million check marks of stupidness. Are we done? We're done, okay. Now I gotta go in this screen and turn off my front 2 tanks, because I'm only pulling from my back. I gotta turn my rate up in my back. I wanna do 40 pounds. And click accept. That's all ready to go. We're gonna kick our fan on, go back to my normal run screen. Get this up to 3,200. I always like to get my fan running before I start seeding, in case there's any moisture that accumulated in any of the lines. Help get it dried out, so that way I don't get my lines plugging. Just kind of a little practice I like to do every day I start. When I start every day. Oh, this is not my run screen I want. I think I got room to unfold here. Oh, no. We're gonna wait to unfold that. Oil is cold and we got the fan running, so in this field, this is where it gets really annoying. If you guys didn't see in previous videos, we do a carbon capture program to where we treat the seed on certain acres and don't treat the seed on other acres, and then the difference we capture in carbon and treated seed versus non-treated seed we get paid on. Well, this field is a treated field that we're supposed to be capturing carbon on, and then the fields I'm going to is not treated, so that them are my what I call control acres. So JT has treated on, I have non-treated on, and JT's drill cannot handle any sticky situations because his gauge wheels are beyond shot. They should have been replaced 2 years ago, but we just keep running it because we just make it work, you know, just scrounging up every last dollar out of that drill we can. So I sadly am going to do some non-treat just around the muddy areas of this field for him, so he's not getting it all mudded up and plugged up, and then I'm going to head to my other field. And once he gets this done, he's going to have to unload the treated to load non-treated, if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm kind of just rambling. Well, I messed JT's turnaround up because I was folding up on the end of the field, but I got the wet areas done, so he's going to give her smoke. I'm gonna head to the other one. Like I said, that's not treated.
I don't want to talk about the mess. When you got two remotes, you accidentally get which remote does what mixed up, and you move it when you're trying to close it, and then you make a mess. I don't want to talk about it. Dad's here watching, so I have to be careful not to push the wrong button again. He wasn't too impressed. There. Now Dad's jumping in this truck. He's going to go take it down to the grain bags to refill it. And he brought me a truck here that's full. I'm gonna get that going and unloading into there. I pull the truck up, get it in here, use my fancy remote on the swing out, get that put in there, make sure it's in the right spot, and come to my tractor, turn the control on. Start letting that fill. And then come to this side of the truck because the wind is blowing that way, blowing all the chaff and dust and everything with the tractor there. It just circles and gets right in your eyes. So I come to this side to stay out of it. So what we're doing is, in the previous video you saw that we were blending grain off from the bin and the bag because the bag is wet. Well, our bin is now empty, so we're taking one of the bags that's wet, refilling the bin to get this stuff dried down, so that way we can blend off another bag that's gonna be wet. Let's go see how full we're getting. Well, we're getting there, about half full. I'm just sitting up here watching this, emptying the trucks out. Dad's down at the grain bags, filling the truck. Then he normally gets it filled and brought up to me right at the time I'm getting my truck emptied. Then he grabs the empty truck, goes down, fills it, and I unload that truck. There, I got the back tank empty. Now I move to the front. I'm not giving it big enough smoke. Dad's here with my other semi waiting to get unloaded, and I just moved to the front hopper.
Oh, I got an issue with my drill. Go figure. These things are just wore out. This pin here keeps vibrating out on me. Stay in. My roll pin is no longer existing. And my back pin, just on the other side, I lost, and I just have a hitch pin shoved in there now. Stay! Not a big deal, but it's something I gotta keep a close eye on now. You know, everyone always asks me why I bring such a water bottle, a small water bottle. But because I just don't drink that much water in a day. Well, I got out to use the little boys' room, and I was noticing every once in a while my outside disc here was not spinning, it was kind of dragging. So I'm like, oh man, I got another bearing going out. But nope, luckily for me, it's just I like to send it through too many mud holes, and I got it packed full of mud in here so it doesn't want to spin all the greatest. We're getting it cleaned out a little bit. It's already spinning a lot better. I don't know if you guys know this, but John Deere now makes a high-speed air drill. You drill in the ground and then you drive high speeds. We're cruising right along, 9.2 miles an hour. Oh, now we can get some acres done, I tell you what.
Well, we got one bag put into this bin. We just switched over to another bag, so I'm gonna go up and see how full this thing is. Well, apparently we're done with the planter for the season, so we're trying to get it cleaned up so we can get it put away. It's a pretty simple process. All you have to do is, take this thing apart, pinch your finger once or twice, put it back together. Open that thing up. Set that somewhere where you will forget it. And there's 3 little tabs under here you gotta try and find. There's 1, 2, 3. And after you pull this thing out, I have no idea what it is. I was just told to remove it. And then you make a lot of noise and clean it all out. Perfect. And this thing. And you take this thingy off. And you remove the seed belt and make sure it's loose. And put it back together. Well, since we're done, we're gonna try and flush the fertilizer system out with some hot water. I hope this gets hot. You just stay there and fill.
Another new day. I ran out of fuel yesterday, so Joey had to bring me fuel. I didn't actually run out, but it was out to where I had to stop going, or otherwise I would run out. I also broke something. Go figure, no mustache powers. Something's bound to go wrong. I ran out of seed. we gave her that much smoke that we ran out of seed. So this morning, I went and got some more. This is a different variety that we have to do a little bit of replant of, or a different company. Not very much, but they honored the replant system, so I went and got some. Sadly, they did not deliver. So now that I got that, I gotta fix my drill. I'll show you guys what happened. So this big healthy guy is underneath the drill having a good time. This right here is what broke. My seed boot, the pipe goes into. I must have hit a rock and it broke, and I lost this pipe that goes in here. So I was seeding with this row unit, not doing anything, not putting seed down. But it's replant, and it was a field that the neighbors can't really see, so I just didn't care. I kept sending it until now. I'm gonna get her fixed, because now this field the neighbors can see, and we can't have the neighbors seeing us leaving streaks. So I gotta get this apart. Well guys, I thought I grabbed the right part. It turns out there's a right and a left, and this thing will not go on there. I mean, it will, but no, it won't. It'll just be wrong. That goody. Now I suppose I should take one off the front rank. Ah, pickles. Well, we got it all put back together and got it filled back up with seed. Dad and JT are heading back now because we got more seed being delivered that needs to be dropped off on that truck. And we have the other guys hauling corn, so they need that conveyor to get loaded out of the grain bin. Okay, I'm back in this field. Third time's the charm here, because when we were originally seeding, the drill quit seeding in a tower, which is right here. It's not growing. I came back and reseeded it with that bad variety of seed, and now that didn't come out of the ground. I'm throwing back and reseeding it another time because that variety didn't come out of the ground. But since I'm here, I want to show you guys this. What is this weed? And how does a guy control it? It just sticks. And it's like hollow on the inside. And I got a whole bunch of it out here. It's almost like a slough grass, but this is not a slough, it's sandy garbage. There's actually moisture down there though, which is amazing. But what is this weed and how do I control it? I know Liberty will turn it black and make it stop growing for a little while, but I don't think it'll actually kill it. Maybe a really strong dose of Liberty and a lot of water. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Do you know what it is? What can I do about it? If you guys didn't know by now and you guys want to help support the channel a little further, I'm not asking you guys to, but I'm saying the opportunity is there if you guys would like. I'd never ask you guys to do any of this. The only thing I'd ask you to do is subscribe, like, and comment. But I do want to give a quick shout out, another thank you to my 2 channel memberships that I have, Daryl and Mitchell. I have your names written on the window because you guys are my first 2. The first 5 I will write on the window, and then otherwise it's all on layers. Yeah, like I said, you guys don't have to. I'm not asking you to. The opportunity is just there, and if you do, I greatly appreciate it. I'm ready for this replanting to be done. I should finish it today though. And today, I think today, is the insurance deadline for soybeans. So, right on time, giving her big smoke paid off. Okay, the last field of replant is officially done, and I am out of seed. So hopefully, this is now the last time I have to fold this drill. I hope it goes good and nothing breaks on my last fold. I don't have my mustache, so stuff could definitely go wrong. So as I was still out here seeding, I have another membership, person that joined my membership, I guess you could call it, Troy. I won't say your last name because I don't know if you want your last name shouted out, but Troy, you know who you are, so you are also going on my window. Thank you, Troy, for being another member on my channel and for the extra support. Now she's folded up, let's get this big girl home.